As usual, you stay in tune. What's going on, huh? Carlisle John Baptist outside of the courts earlier today. Carlisle, what was the atmosphere outside of the court this morning?
Matt, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to your many listeners. Outside the court, today was a bit tense. I did a kind of tense atmosphere. Shoulders are broken. Disappointed people. You could feel it on the faces of the people down outside the court, and that sort of thing. During the morning session, I saw a number of people gathered there. A lot of them came to give moral support. There was a lot of moral support, I must say. And
on all sides of the fence?
Yes, on all sides. And of course, reporters, the reporters were there. They were not allowed in the court. What my understanding is that because a charge would have had to be read today to whoever it is. My understanding is that they were attempting to not have the charge read, and they were seeking judicial review. That is the understanding that I have. I was further told that the matter would have continued sometime during the morning session, sometime after 11, 12, and before a certain magistrate, and then the magistrate would probably take a certain course of action. I went back there a short while ago. I still saw people gathered outside the court, and the various individuals were there, and that sort of thing. But like I said, it's a kind of a tense atmosphere. A lot of people, disappointed. You could feel disappointment on people's faces, and that sort of thing. But be that as it may, I am merely, around observing what is taking place, and can only hope that whatever transpires, me as a reporter, I have to report what is taking place and be very cognizant of the fact that in everything, that all those involved are innocent until proven guilty, and that is as much that
I can well understand where you're coming from, Carlisle. I mean, you're very close to family members and friends. It's a small community, and sometimes people feel very badly or upset that you may want you report on what is out there, and you will understand that, of course, myself, Carlisle, and others out there have a professional job to do, like you out there, and we have to report it as we get it, and that's what it is. A lot of people out there, understandably, Carlisle, are very upset that these things are out there in the news.
Well, that is the whole point, Matt, and you said it. You said it quite rightly, and there's no malice, and we just have to do what we have to do and do it professionally, and that is what I aim to do, and with no intention of attempting to damage anybody's reputation, and I do that fearlessly. Some may not like it, but that is the nature of the job. In many instances, even as lawyers in the country, you will see, Matt, that a lawyer will defend her client or his clients, whether they are charged with murder or whatever it is, and some people tell you that those lawyers are not good, those lawyers are this, those lawyers are that, but you have to realize that those lawyers are professionals, and they have been paid to do a professional job, and they go out there and they do that job, and they may very well get that person acquitted. But that is the nature of the job. They have to do the dirty work. The police, they have to arrest people. They may not. Some of us may not like it, but that is the nature of the job.
But Kala, on that note, as you say, the police, because I'm getting a lot of complaints, especially as it relates to the CI, the department, because it has been reported a lot of politics is going on there. There's some side on the opposition, there's some for the government. I mean, if you're police, you're police. You have to behave in a professional manner. I'm asking myself, what did a report, how did a report end up? From what I got at one government department that I won't call, in the early stages of the game, what's really going on?
Well, that is the whole thing, and I don't know. I think it's time that we breathe and take a little chill pill and relax and because man, that whole saga, we reported it and we did that fearlessly. We did that without fear or favor.
Without calling anybody's name.
Without calling anybody's name, because we had to do what we had to do. And I mean, you and myself, we know certain things, we know a lot of things, but we go about it and we speak out and we speak to the general public and we let them know what information that we have. There's certain information that we have that we cannot release.
At least for now.
At least for now. And so, that whole situation with the police, even yesterday's situation, Matt, what transpired yesterday, a lot of people are asking questions. Why did that happen yesterday? What happened yesterday with another individual? Why one individual spent almost 72 hours locked up in police cells, and then another individual spent about 24 hours in police cells, and why another was just not placed in police cells? Why the preferential treatment? People are asking those questions, and when those questions are asked, people have a right, and so I don't know if it is the higher operatives that are operating, but the public will not be happy. You're asking, Matt, that the general public assist you in investigating. You want the general public to assist you as police officers, to come out and assist you. And when there's preferential treatment being meted out to certain individuals, then what do you say? Some people say, it is the first one, so if it was me, I would have been locked up. That person was locked up. Why, I don't know. So this is Dominique.
Yeah, I know. This is Dominique, and of course, for everybody, a lot of shoulders are broken, for the entire week on both sides of the fence. It depends on, if you're into the labor camp, if you're into the opposition United Workers Party camp, I understand. I can well understand what's going on, but the job has to be done, Kala John-Baptist. I'm sure you will be following this one very, very closely.
Indeed, Matt, I'll be following it up. I mean, I am shoulder broken. I'm disappointed, but be that as it may, that is how it is. I have to do what I have to do, and at the end of the day, I just have to report it and report it properly, and ensure that I am very professional in what I do, and that is what I aim to do.
Kala John-Baptist, have a great afternoon. Keep your eyes on that story. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk of possible resignations as well.
We got to people need justice.
That's all the people need.
Everybody needs some justice. And we got to have justice. Oh, every people need some justice. Lord, justice. Down in the ghetto we need justice. And we got to have justice.
What is good for the goose, good for the gander.
Right for justice, yeah. Apartheid got to go.
Hello.
Matt,
Yes, how are you doing?
good afternoon to you and your listeners. I'm asking myself that question because I heard Kala John-Baptist saying what happens yesterday should not happen, or words to that effect. But the fact of the matter, those of us who know, what about those of us who do not know? The fact of the matter is that a parliamentarian spends time in the cell, and then another parliamentarian just walk in and get bail. Like that, it cannot be fair, it cannot be right. So I think when journalists are speaking, they have to speak, because there are people that heard Kala and they may be wondering, what is he talking about? So he should have said one parliamentarian slept in the cell and another parliamentarian did not sleep in the cell, went in there with his lawyers and received bail just like that. So we have to be very clear when we report to the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Thank you so very much, and God bless.
Oh, you don't think Kalaya was clear this morning? Hello, talk to me.
Blessings to you, my brother.
How you doing?
I good. Matt the Gander does not lay golden eggs.
Blessings, a lot of upset people out there, boy.
I notice, and I'm observing. Matt, I am saying Matt the Gander does not lay golden eggs.
It doesn't, okay.
Can you relate that to what you have just said? What is good for the goose is the goose that lays the golden eggs. So you cannot give the gander the same treatment, Matt. Just being troublesome.
Oh, boy.
As usual. Matt, you there with me?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Matt, I told you earlier in the morning, I was talking about greed is the key to the bottomless pit. But, Matt, a lot of people will fail to understand basic common sense, because we are so preoccupied in upholding people who we think that are intellectually inclined, and they're the ones we should try to listen to and understand. So Joe blows like blessings, or you can just dispel whatever he has to say. Just throw it out. Don't pay him no mind. But Matt, I am saying a lot of people who refuse to get themselves engaged because what is happening right now does not bother them. It does not relate to them, Matt. But I'm saying you do not have to sow a seed of lies, of hatred, of murder, of crime individually. You just have to sow one of these seeds, Matt. And without pruning that tree, it is the seed that will germinate the fastest and spring out of the earth and grow and bear all manner of fruits, Matt. And without pruning that tree, it will be arching over your property. You think that is so secure. You have your burglar bars, your Doberman, your security details, cameras and bodyguard and everything. I am saying, Matt, a lot of people that's supposed to take this thing very seriously, because I've said Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, and many other places in the world, they were not always like that. They started just as we started. The corruption started in the church. It go to the politics. It go to the police. It go to the lawyers. It go to the doctors, the teachers, the secretaries. And that's how the countries have been infested with that manner of where you find people have no liberty in their own country, because everywhere is a murder, a crime, a shooting, a stealing, a raping. So when you have that tree, Matt, and give it time, no attention, you may not be able to cut down the tree, because in life there must be good and evil. But you have to prune it. Pruning it, if not, it's going to breed corruption, murders, crimes, thievery, rape, incest, adultery. And that is what that is happening in Dominica, and I seen it years ago, you know, and I'm warning about it. But who am I? So that is what I'm saying. I want to give Pastor, what is his name this morning, my brother? Pastor Jack Latham.
Pastor Jack Latham, yes.
My brother, I give thanks to the brother, and I'm saying people like that are independently not just independently minded, but at least they're independent from waiting in the slips or thin edge. And I mentioned a few people that within the system, we may be asking too much of them, although there becomes a time when the general has to be on the front line. But strategy is key, Matt. And a lot of us are just waiting for Matt. We love sacrificial lambs. We love that cannibalization, Matt. You know, where they go and let somebody feed on you, but not on me. But for my interest, when Matt gets eaten now, guess what? I get the freedom, because guess what? Matt go and sacrifice for me. So guess what? My brother, we need to wake up. And this thing about the sexual abuse of children, a lot of people just figure out, and how many rich people children you'll see in those videos there. So when we're starting to blame the victims, Matt, poverty is hell.
Point blessings. Very important point there. You know, you're not seeing those children in there.
So that's what I'm saying. Can we make the whole connection where these children, they have their desires, their wants, their needs. Nobody's working. And those criminals that have the money are having a field day. Even have children making videos. I saw a few videos, Matt. And young girls, Matt, stripping naked, playing in the private part and fondling their breasts. And I checking, my God. But look at what fellas doing to little children. Hungry, they're hungry, a lot of them.
Child, they call it child pornography, Blessings. Huh?
Blessings, King.
Yes, take it easy. Blessings, you hearing any? Are you there? He's gone. Blessings.
Yes,
are you hearing any talk of resignations and political fightings going on?
I am not, my brother, I see that long term. What about crossing of the floor? But be careful, Lauren Barnes did it and get away. I am not looking to hurt anybody, but be careful, poor people are desperate. Be careful where you take poor people vote and bring it.
I'm hearing that too, but I don't know how much truth I can attach to this based on my information here. We'll see what goes on. Hello, talk to me. Yeah?
Matt.
I'm here.
Blessed afternoon to you and the nation. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Matt, I mean, the one book we'd already read, that's the Bible. And if we have to read certain part of the Bible, we're going to see that the good book, whatever in it is yea and amen. And the Bible speaks about a leader that has no vision is to perish. And that is what happening. We have no jobs, we have no money, we have no food, we have nothing. That's poor people we're talking about. They have, look at the amount of drop-off we have from school, Matt. Why do so many children are going to school, Matt? Maybe they don't have food, maybe their parents can't afford to give them clothes, a pair of shoes, and when they think of they have to go in every time with the same old shoe, and maybe kids even provoking them, they don't stay out of school, Matt. All that is what adding up. So, hey, somebody come in a few dollars and say, well, look, and some of us young girls that haven't got maybe, I would say, little morals and don't understand, maybe your parents never teach us what is this or what to do, what not to do. We fall for it, and that's what happened, Matt. And I just sorry this is what's going on in our nation right now, but Matt is just not good, because for a small country like Dominica and to be seeing those things, hearing those things, Matt, is just not good for our mentality. And I just pray that, the good Lord intervene and let everything take course and find back ourselves the way we once was, because that's not the Dominica I know, Matt. Anyway, Matt, I just pray to God that He continue to guide and protect each and every person that He give us justice in this country, Matt. And I pray that the good Lord just give us our rightful place and just give us back our country. It's time that we just stand up. And
well, keep praying, ma'am. Hello, talk to me.
Yes, hello, morning, man. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Good afternoon, though.
Everything good, yes. I've been listening to the commentary, in reference to the guy getting the other accused getting bail, and everyone seems to be upset about the fact that he did not sleep in his cell, right? But I make my little videos I put on Facebook as to I express my feelings and my opinions on certain vibes that go on in the country. So I just want to express that share my same sentiments here on air today.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's something that some people don't understand, right? The first accused person was slapped with 7 charges, right? And got bail for, he had to appear before magistrate to get bail for $75,000.
We know that, yeah.
Now, right. Now, the second person was picked up.
No, the second person was walked into the station.
Yeah, they voluntarily, right.
Right.
They walked in voluntarily. But nevertheless, they were slapped with 1 charge, which, based on the type of charge and the bail, the bail you could get for that charge.
Right.
It could be dealt with as a station bail based on the sum of money for that charge,
right,
which was $15,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people wondering why is it that the third person did not spend a night just because they figure he's tied to the government. They figure that some politics plays its part there. But I personally don't think it's about politics.
Okay.
Because what it is that from the first individual, during the investigation of the first individual, that is where you go for extensive grounds to see who else is linked to that offense, right? So you get more facts out of your first person based on interrogation.
But the three are not connected, though.
No. Hold on.
No, because you just spoke about how you can connect the first to the second. I'm just guiding you, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but that's...
We're talking about, 2 or 3 different, things here.
No, but one, the third person is connected.
I don't want to talk about what the first, he was charged on some sexual connection. I'm charged, huh?
Fine. Okay.
The others on indecent assault.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you're saying.
Right.
But my point is today is that if your case is solid and the police, upon the investigation, that they have their facts already, which also the accused also give them reasons to believe that connected with an offense, because he, without being questioned, without being arrested, he went on his own accord and made his own judgment against himself by resigning. That is a sign of guilt for something to come. Whatever it was to come came. A charge came in reference to indecent assault.
Or I think you can maybe round it up by saying maybe he cooperated a little more with the police.
Yes, but besides the cooperation, the police had a case, strong evidence against him already. So it's just a matter of he getting there. He did not go through extensive prayer trying to defend himself. Everything was quite clear. So the police just slapped the charge on him. And remember, while you're there, as soon as the charge is slapped on you, if your lawyer is present, your lawyer can make an application for bail immediately. So the fact about slip in cell and don't slip in cell is irrelevant.
Oh, for you, it is. Hello. Talk to me. 134. Hello.
Good afternoon, Matt.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine, Matt. Good evening to your listening public. Matt, I people may think I'm hard, but Matt, my sympathies, my prayers, my everything goes to only the victims, Matt. We're talking here about children, Matt. Matt, I have no sympathy for any of the accused. None, Matt. Matt, we're talking about children, Matt, and people must not forget that. It is young children who have been abused by the powerful, the elite, and the powerful in the country, Matt. But when we hear about they were offering $500,000 and we know who make call to New York to family and all this kind of stuff, to intimidate, Matt, and unsuspect, Matt, these children need counseling, Matt. We don't have counselors for them in there. Nobody, well, not nobody, some people are, most people concerned about, we feel sorry, their shoulders drop. Matt, I have no sympathy for any adult at all, Matt, who gets involved in any kind of compromising position with a minor. Matt, a child, and the Bible says, anyone who puts a stumbling block in the way of one of these little ones, it better be a millstone be hung around his neck and he be cast into the sea, Matt. So children have been precious and protected from ever since. When you have reduced a population, that you have children in Matt, this is serious. This is a pornographic ring, Matt. This is not little thing, little children home video. Matt, these pictures were not taken by no cell phone, Matt. But if you look at the thing, you can see people's eyes looking as though they're looking for direction. Well, how should I sit? How should I lay? What should I do in this position? Matt, this is a serious ring.
You're talking about videos that you saw. I don't think that you're talking about the incident that we are talking about. Two different things, Colin, okay? So you'll be very careful with that. Hello, talk to me.
I want to ask a very important question, Matt.
Yes, go ahead.
I know the Speaker of the House always advocates for women and children. Have the Speaker of the House of Assembly in Dominica condemned that attack on that underage child? And if no, I wonder why. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I will, of course, investigate that. The reporter just telling me that some news just coming to her. I don't know how serious that is, but what is the news that you're getting, Richie?
All right, Matt, thanks for having me. Recently, about 5 minutes ago, Matt, the alarm at NCCU went off. Right now, no one knows how this happened. There is currently a swarm of people outside the banking facility. Police authorities have been told by our sources they are currently approaching the site, Matt. Many persons have been told have expressed fear. However, rest assured to the listeners of Q95, we will continue to follow up on this story as more information becomes available. But right now, we can't give too much speculation as facts.
As to what happened?
Yeah.
All right. We'll stay on that one there. Thank you. Hello, talk to me here. 449-3095. Hello.
Hello, God, nice. Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Good.
Matt, we need to look at two things, right? The age of consent in Dominica. That 16 years old crap should go out of the window.
It was higher before, in Dominica.
It should be 18.
Yeah, but it was 18. They brought it down to 16.
And you know why they bring it down to 16? You know who? Because it's men like those that have the power, right? They brought it down so they could have a field day on the poor, right? On the underprivileged. And Matt, after you all broke that story, I went online and I started doing a research on places. Matt, most other places in the world, the age of consent is 14,
Mm-hmm.
Except in the Caribbean, you have Trinidad and Dominican Republic, which is 18. But most of the other places, besides the Virgin Islands, because that's U.S. territory,
right,
it's 14. You have Argentina, 13 years old, and it's men with the power in high places. The politicians, they did that so they could feast on the kids, man. That is just cruel. So the age of consent needs to go up and pass stricter laws for child molesters, my brother. Because I don't know, I cannot see myself, I cannot even begin to comprehend how a man could go after a child like that at that age, man. You have 18 years old and up, Matt. Matt, I'm 47 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want anybody past lower than 35.
Okay.
And I'm 47. So I really don't know how these men in their right men could do something like that. They need to be burned, my brother.
All right. Thank you very much. This caller there is tough there. Hello.
Good afternoon to you, Matt Peltier.
That's me.
That's the man himself. First time bringing out my views of what's happening in my country. I'm very, very disappointed and not surprised at them. But Matt, no matter who you are, and the parent and them who think that it's not their children, and they think that men are weak towards flesh, they have children, so they could weak towards their children also. That's what you're telling me. I want these fellas to punish in the public. Very, very bad indeed. Give them full charges when they find them guilty.
Or if they find them guilty. It's one or two of them, huh? Hello, talk to me.
Hello, Matt. Good day.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, man. Let me tell you, I'm a former police officer, right?
Okay.
An investigator.
All right, I'm listening.
I'd like to relate to a matter that happened a couple of years ago when I was doing an investigation.
Okay.
It involved a minor. And you see what is happening here? It actually leads to moral decay of our island. And not only the moral decay. These pedophiles, I'll call them pedophiles, that are taking advantage of the children, of these minors, has been doing that for years. And only through the intervention of God. That is why it is coming out today. So all who know that they are involved, I think it is high time that they should give up themselves now
And you see this organization, the WOW, these NGOs, I think these people are doing a very good job, and they should form a committee where they can find protection for these children and also their parents, to give them support, whatever material support it is. It can be financial or whatever the case may be, so that these people are not interfered with. The courts may say certain things, but I know they can be interfered with. And I'm going to refer to this case that happened a couple of years ago. It was in the Salisbury community.
Okay.
There's this gentleman. It was his stepdaughter. She was a minor. She was going to school. She made a couple of reports at the station, says that he was abusing her. Until, I think it was on Easter Monday, what happened to this child? They found her murdered. Her body, she was murdered, and some chemical was thrown on her body so that she would not stink. The gentleman was picked up. We arrested him. We put him in the cells. We conducted investigation. It was a very extensive investigation for about 3 months, and have him in and out. He gave a confession. And one of the things that he said in the confession, I can clearly recall, because I took it from him. He said that the child was going to report him. He couldn't stand that the child was going to report him. And what he did, it was so gruesome. I mean, I took that case personally, that he had no choice but to murder her. After he murdered that child, he went and he had sexual intercourse with the dead body.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you. And it was in a confession. The family and the mother of that child took that so seriously that though he was arrested for murder, based on our system within the country, we did not have a proper pathologist. The pathologist could not give the correct medical evidence at the trial because there was want of evidence, and as a result, he got away. This individual got away from the courts, but I don't know through what circumstances, if it's through the intervention of God or whatever. 2 years after, he was at the hospital. He suffered some kind of thing. They said that actually, when the doctor was going to open his stomach, they even observed something growing in his stomach like a child. And he died a couple of years ago. Listen to me. The people who are affecting these children today, even though they try to get away from the court, eventually they will find their own fate. But all I'm asking, we as a people, and I'll support that movement tomorrow, I'll go at the convent with my purple shirt. What I'm asking our people to do, to stand up, to rise up, start protecting our children, because they are the future. And these children, we have to try to get some institution to help them, because their mind has already been messed up based on all what they have gone through, and we have to get some serious counseling for them. It's time. I am taking this thing very personally, because I cannot stand what is happening to our children now, and it is really hurting me. And if these politicians have the balls and the material will to do whatever, they'll get up from wherever they are sitting down now in their offices and address the situation very seriously and stop their trying to play politics or whatever, or win votes. That is nonsense, and honestly speaking, I am in favor of everything and everybody who is trying their best to talk against it and to support these minors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What a story there. Personal testimony of a former police officer, who's standing behind the children of Dominica. 1:47, we're going to take a break.
Our beloved island, Dominica, is now facing one of her most difficult challenges, recovering from the devastation and loss sustained in the wake of Tropical Storm Erica. In times like these, the collective resolve of a people is what sees them through. Digicel is committed to doing all that it can to see Dominica through this trying time. Digicel is with you, Dominica. Together, we will rebuild.
You want to know why Spotless Bleach is my choice of bleach?
Spotless.
It's affordable.
Spotless.
It goes a long way, can be used to clean, disinfect inside and outside the house, and to kill deadly mosquito larvae. That's some super bleach.
Spotless.
This will keep my family protected and yes, spotless.
Spotless.
Purchase 2 4.4-liter bottles of spotless bleach today and get a free gift. Promotion is for a limited time only while stocks last and available at S-Mart, other supermarkets and shops island-wide. So what are you waiting for? Get spotless bleach. Best clean, best price.
Spotless.
Distributed by Springfield Trading Limited.
Spotless.
Reaching out to the Red Cap crew. Red Cap massive, you don't know. Not about the fame. Over 40 years we maintain. Red Cap better than you look. So smooth you gonna get hooked. Red Cap forward as we go. It's Red Cap that running the show. All over the country. It's Red Cap they talking about. It's the people's choice, baby. Massive. Not by chance, but by choice. Red Cap run, baby. Enjoy it, but don't abuse it. Brought to you by Belfast Estate Limited. Boom.
Q Classifieds. Get more value for your money, more bang for your buck. Advertise on Q95. Get even more value when you advertise on Q Classifieds. Property for sale, lease, homes, business premises, car rentals, job vacancies, hotel and restaurant services, tours, finance and insurance services, and more. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Advertise your audio or videos, scripts, flyer information, notices, and more. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Everyone's listening. Get the word out to local, regional, and worldwide listeners in real time. Advertise on Q Classifieds, your channel for quick results. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Right on Q.
Brighter Days, the one-stop shop for your baby diapers, wipes, cleaning products, grocery items, and bulk or wholesale items. Located on the corner of Great George and Hillsborough Streets by the All Saints Medical School. Visit us today. Open Mondays to Fridays 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Telephone number is 448-1636. Brighter Days.
Hello, talk to me here in the morning. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon. That's Pastor Jack once more time.
Hey, Pastor Jack, how are you?
I'm doing great. Let me ask you, I know people listen to Matt, and you have done an excellent job in handling that whole saga.
Thank you.
But you're welcome. I would like you to do a continuous appeal to the Dominican public and the diaspora, asking them to refrain from any comment that is directed at the victim, that one victim that we have identified so far. Because, Matt, it is very difficult to get a child to come forward and speak, especially boys. They will speak to you as counselors, and I know what I'm talking about. As a pastor, they will tell you everything that happened. And sometimes, as you mention, I have to call your parents. Oh, no. Because sometimes it's a teacher. Sometimes it's a police officer. Sometimes a powerful man in society. And it is so difficult for we to get them to come forward. I appeal and ask you to continue to appeal to Dominicans. When you're on the bus, when you're by the road, the comments you make are being heard by other victims who are so scared of coming forward. And then you know what the comment I hear? So you wanted me to talk there? You hear what they're saying about the girl? So you want me to talk? And then we are allowing the people we're trying to trap to get away free. They are making our job very, very difficult because we have to go for hard time as counselors, as pastors, to get one child to come forward. And something I hear people say, I'm not saying girls are, abused all the time. But Matt, if we, if we could get one male, one boy, to admit that he's been abused at school, sometimes by principal, Matt, I know what I'm telling you. And now that we have opened a big can of worms, and this is our chance to encourage others to come forward to speak. Because when you speak about a promiscuous teenager, you're joking. These two words just don't match. Because when there is a promiscuous child, it means somebody has introduced that child to sexual activity before the age of consent. So you cannot even talk about responsibility and guilt. The child knows nothing. So please, Dominicans, and everywhere you are in blogs and media, whatever you're saying, somebody's listening who may just want to come forward, and we are making it very, very difficult. So please refrain from any comment about any teacher. Don't call them those kind of names I don't even want to repeat. Just and empower them to come forward, encourage them to come forward, and give them the necessary support that they need to stand up and see these cases forth.
We need them to speak. We need to expose them.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brighter Days, the one-stop shop for your baby diapers, wipes, cleaning products, grocery items, and bulk or wholesale items. Located on the corner of Great George and Hillsborough Streets by the All Saints Medical School. Visit us today. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Telephone number is 448-1636. Brighter Days.
Want to feel more connected?
Join Flow now and we'll give you free data with your first top-up. And Flow customers get free data at the start of every month with a top-up of $20 or more. So wherever you go, bring all the connections you want with you. WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Browse, search, and keep your finger on the pulse from anywhere and everywhere. That's life with more connection. That's life with more bite. Find out more at any Flow store or at discoverflow.co. Conditions apply.
Good afternoon here.
Good afternoon, Matt.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. I missed Dr. Ricketts this morning.
Yeah.
Can you update me on the purple?
Yes, purple. They're standing behind the children. You have to wear something purple tomorrow.
Say again?
You have to wear something purple tomorrow.
Okay, Matt, but I think it would be more effective if we had a mass gathering somewhere, a demonstration or something along with the purple.
Well, I guess that's a start. They're encouraging everybody. They will be dripping Roseau in purple tomorrow in solidarity with the children of Dominica. That's just a start. They call the group Whoa.
International Women's Day. Join the fight. Stop sexual abuse against our young people. Wear something purple on Tuesday, 8th March. Take a stance. This is a message from WOW. Women helping other women.
Let children be children. Together we can get things moving.
156, let's take another phone call. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Matt. I just want to make an observation, please. To observe is that when the Prime Minister of Grenada in December had that sexual scandal going on, I thought, because I hear it, you played the video, the audio tape of him engaging this woman. His name was exposed. So why is it that he, as the Prime Minister of Grenada, his name and the sexual scandal can be exposed, but ours are hidden?
No, we're talking about a minor here. It's a different case if it's an adult. Are you there?
Yeah, but these are adults. I'm not talking about them. The children's name to be exposed, but the adults. and they are politicians who are our servants.
No, but you still don't get me. There's a minor involved in this one, okay? So that's the fundamental difference, okay? So we have to be very careful. We have to protect the children, and that's basically what's going on. And all about it, everybody is just up in arms about hearing. I'm sure by now you live in a small community, you know just who the persons are involved. You've not heard it on the radio, but I'm sure you've heard it elsewhere. Hello, talk to me.
Hello.
Yes.
Do we put purple on the children's hair tomorrow for school?
I'm not sure about the school, but I can find that out for you, okay? Thank you very much. Hello, talk to me.
Matthias.
How are you, my brother?
Well, I've been listening, and I've been doing some research, and apparently Bill Cosby, he has a lot of cousins in Dominica, apparently. What do you think?
He has a lot. So that's your research?
Yes.
You found out that Bill Cosby has a lot of cousins there?
Yeah, all of them, all the Bill Cosbys are going to win all the cases, my brother.
All right. Well, let's look at that one closely. We've got to go.